Let's get it going on a Wednesday. The Jeremy Otto drop definitely plays in that song. Gorgeous afternoon. We've got so much to get to. I am going to get to Tiger baseball momentarily, but I can't go without saying, holy hell, did you hear Gator get stuffed in a locker by Brian in Detroit? My God. Oh, my Lanta. That was theater. And I'm saying that because
Is red light on? Yeah, red light
is on.
Okay.
If there are any audio issues you're having, we are aware. The engineers are aware. The audio is crystal clear on the stream. So Odyssey.com, where we have a rewind function, and I would tell you, ooh-wee.
Right before 11 o'clock.
Do you know do you know that famous audio from Stone Cold Steve Austin? Where he gets on the mic and he's like, "You stupid son of a." That was Caller Brian.
They had a difference of opinion.
He was not happy with Gator.
They had a difference of opinion.
He basically said, "You're a crackhead." It was tremendous. Okay, I want to dive into this. Are you okay? Listen, very rare do things get spicy on that day part. Caller Brian brought the hot sauce, and I was there for every second of it.
Let's go.
He said he was getting chesty. All right.
He had enough. And man, I'm telling you, y'all out here getting all chesty and
he told Scott, he goes, they beat a damn JV team. It was tremendous. Now, here's my thing. Yeah, Caller Brian was in a leather John 3:16 vest. He smashed beer over his head. No, I'm telling you.
New OC, what? New DC, what?
Kenny, you were there for that. Did you hear the call I'm talking about?
I did hear the call in question. I was shocked at the way that
Could we
turned
replay
out.
that call?
Sure, I can grab it.
It was tremendous. Now listen, what is your problem? Hear me when I say this. I want to get into the Tiger stuff because this is going to it's going to continue to happen. It's like when you criticize something, people think that, well, therefore you don't want that to happen. We went through this with the Lions yesterday. I said I didn't love their first half. They wasted 2 Bear turnovers, couple of 3-and-outs, got a gift from the refs. I'm the bad guy. Well, today, Jared Goff comes on the air, says the same thing, basically like I programmed Jared Goff. Yep. Oh, but you're okay with that. Oh, okay. Or I was right, and you people are sensitive little cat fanatics. Oh, the point is...
Head coach Dan Campbell.
Yeah,
same thing
right.
on the morning show.
Right. Kills me.
Yeah, you know what? We wasted 2 opportunities. We had turnovers. We had turnovers on downs, and we didn't score. That's not good enough.
Yeah, that's Dan hold him to a standard. Cutscene. I say it. Guido, tool bag. All right. So let's just. Thank you very much.
I was just hearing that Pizza Man song.
Please refrain from racial slurs.
All right. I use that as the setup because what I'm about to say about the Tigers doesn't mean that I want it to be true or I'm rooting against you. But we're going to, at least in this day part, we're going to talk reality. I watched every pitch of that game last night. And while I'm not worried about the division, because in order for there to be a worry, I have said to you, the Tribe would have to sweep this week. They would need to take 5 of 6 total. But to really put pressure on you, they'd have to sweep this week. I'm not going to do that. But what I'm saying is we got a number of phone calls yesterday, Rico, from Tiger fans who themselves, no prodding, were saying we're headed nowhere fast. We're going to get bumped early in the playoffs. We have no hope. Mm-hmm. To which I have always responded, look, the playoffs are very coin flippy. I wouldn't rule out your own team. But when you watch them, I think last night was the perfect indicator of it. The quality of at-bats is very low. But one play really just stuck out to me. And it was a hard-hit ball to Torkelson. He sees that Mize is late to cover. Spencer, you got to run to the bag full out. You can't get beat to the bag, not by Ricky Henderson, all right, not by Willie Knight, where their best bat doesn't play. Now, I understand. It was a sportsgasm for certain people when Carey took Cade Smith deep. I thought they were going to hand out a few wet wipes, and I'll leave it at that. The point is,
I expected to see the scoreboard exploding with lights. And
it felt like that scene in Team America last night. The point I'm making is you can't use Carey as super pinch hit guy. If you want to be taken seriously, he is by far and away, to me, on an at-bat by at-bat basis, your best player. I love Riley Green, but Riley, you can't guarantee you're getting a professional at-bat out of him every time. You don't strike out 200 times and then make that claim. The other stuff that's really getting to me, why do we have to introduce players when they come into it? Ooh, first-time All-Star Zach McKinstry's not an All-Star. He made the All-Star team because 12 people died. He's got 10 home runs and 48 RBIs. In what world is that an All-Star? Unless it comes with 60 stolen bags and a gold glove.
Right.
So can we stop? And you know what McKinstry came up and did? Exactly what he's probably going to do in the playoffs. Strike one, strike two, strike three. Gone. Javi Baez is Javi Baez again. So, I want to just – I felt like I was a little bit harsh to the people calling in and saying, "Oh, you got no chance." If you don't focus and you don't start playing better ball, if this is the ball you're going to play in the playoffs, you will go nowhere. Now, the playoffs are weird. You can turn this around. But last night's a case in point, Rico. There was no margin. No. Guardians played a very nice defensive game. They are not a good offensive team, but they do present some decent at-bats. Yes, they strike out. But they have stars. And this was the last piece. And I'm sorry, but I'm passionate about it because I wasted 2.5 hours of my life on this. In the biggest moments of the game, their stars shined. Quan with a legit at-bat, unbelievable hands, right down the line, extra base hit. Jose Ramirez gets on base, steals a bag. You don't see guys hitting 40 bombs who steal bags, but he's got 250 steals for a career, believe it or not. It just, the lack of the star power, the quality of the at-bats, and overall, those lack of focus moments, that Torkelson grounder really annoyed me.
Or even the fact that your star was a star, but he was on the bench for most of the game, and then he was allowed to come in and hit the game-tying home run. I'm with you. I said, for me, their playoff run goes based on what happens in game one. If Skubal goes out there and does his thing, you got a chance. You're up 1-0. If he slips up, I don't see how you win a series. It's that simple to me.
And the other thing is giving 3 runs up to the Guardians for a starter's like giving up 5 or 6 to somebody else. Well, I'm not going to listen about how great Carey. Oh my God, I'm losing my mind. Casey Mize was. Listen.
Well, no, and the other thing, Mike, knowing, okay, guys, we can put an end to this right here, right now. We'll win a division. Here's a team we need to play. Here's a team we need to beat. If you can take 2 or 3 or sweep them, they're done.
I want to know where you guys are at. Like we talked yesterday about what is your relationship with this team. They had an amazing first 60 games of the season. They have been the definition of average to below average the last 80. All right? You're going to win this division, and it's unimportant to talk about the why. That's a terrible division. Well, okay, but somebody's got to win it. I'd rather it be us than not. The point I'm making is, where is your confidence level with this baseball team? Because the product that I watch does not match the record. And I want to know where you're at. Look, that was a nice crowd at the ballpark. Weather's beautiful. Cleveland's in town. And it is a big series. Your lead is now down to 5.5. At its zenith, it was 15.5. And if the division's terrible and the best team behind you is only 5 games over 500, that ought to tell you a little something. You were in a real division, you wouldn't be in first place right now. The lead would be 0. So I'm asking you where you're at. I'm not going to tell you what they can't do. That's not fair. It's not fair because baseball's wacky. But guys, watching the games, it is, come on, losing series to the White Sox, series to the Marlins. Even the way they lost last night with Fred Santillo or whatever is the lefty for Cleveland, whatever his name is. Johnny Cantillo, excuse me. Or Joey can't tell.
Sure, it's not your father's
no,
accountant.
Thank you for that. But I would like to hear from you guys because it's your team, it's your money, it's your time. What's your confidence level right now? Because they look like a team at least entering the final 10 days and entering the playoffs, a team that looks like they're out of gas. It can change. Lord knows I hope it does. But I want to know what you think. Because last night is the exact type of way you play that way, you'll lose that playoff game 100 out of 100 times. 248-539-9797. And by the way, my dad's tax guy was Johnny Santora.
Okay.